So, Matt Quille, we hear you're an EMT. Tell us about it.
Yes, so right now I'm actually finishing up my EMT course. I got about a couple weeks left before I get my final certification. But I've been riding on the ambulance since January of this year. And I've been doing a lot of hands-on first response for the medical field.
How did you get started in the EMT field?
I have two friends that were EMTs, not in this town, but in other towns. They tell me stories about it all the time. And it definitely seemed like something I want to do, helping people get into the medical field itself. And I felt like emergency medicine is something I'd be very interested in, because every day the job's different. So talked to them and then got on board with Woodbridge.
How grueling of physical work is it?
It's actually really physically tasking. We do a lot of lifting. There's definitely it's definitely some physical work. A lot of lifting we do. We're in a lot of tight situations and cramped areas in houses where we got to pick people up and we're carrying them downstairs. So there's definitely a physical demand to our job. Not only that, but like conditioning, as in during CPR, and it's pretty tiring. So there's definitely a physical aspect to this job that keeps everyone in decent shape.
What can you tell us about the type of work you do?
Well, an average call could be anywhere from a simple transport to the hospital to simple blood pressure check and giving them some fluids, all the way up to, like I said, CPR or inserting airways. So each job is different. So to tell you an average job, there would be no. Each job is completely different, and the severity can change in an instant. A job that starts off nice and easy with the simple transport can switch to the CPR within seconds. So you don't know what the job is, and that's why I think I like it the most.
Would you recommend the average student to go into the EMT field?
Yes and no. Yes, it's a great field to get into, and of course I encourage anyone that wants to join the EMS community, because we always are in need for emergency medical responders. No, because there is things that I don't think everyone can handle, not just speaking physically, but kind of a mental way too. You do see some things that some people are not okay with. You do have to do some things that you may not be okay with. So it takes everyone differently, and it affects everyone differently. So in some aspects, I think it's not cut out for people, but definitely I encourage, if you want to give it a try, give it a try.
So on that note, do you think that anyone should go and get, say, CPR certified or something of the like?
I definitely think CPR certification everyone should have. That's a simple class, 3-4 hour class anyone can take, and it simply gets you ready, and in case something happens that you're out, you now know how to perform basic CPR. So no, you're not at the medical training that we're at, but you're at the medical training enough to possibly prolong them till we get there and do some actual work. But I would say everyone should get CPR certified.
What would be the craziest experience you've had so far?
The craziest experience, that would probably have to be one of the CPR calls. He had a drug overdose, and the thing in New Jersey is we have a big heroin issue. So he overdosed, and we got on scene. He was unconscious, laying on the ground in agonal respirations. Basically, that's not full respirations, slow pulse. We got on scene, we put the AED on, we tried to shock him twice, no output. We did the hands-on compressions, we ventilated for him, airway, and pretty much everything in the EMT book we used. Sadly, he didn't make it, but we gave him the Narcan still with that, didn't make it. But that's how the job goes. So that would have to be one of the craziest experiences that I went through.